back. I hope that you have enjoyed watching video 10. On the 7th of January, I did a little bit more trading actually, and now the balance now is, let me just put that up, is now 3742.63, and I've introduced the chart to you at the very beginning of this video, so you could have a good good look at it. So I'm going to continue maybe in the next few days anyway, because I've got other things to do, but I will continue with it. So probably continuing with the discussion on the trend signals and more trading. So as you can see, like this one here, this is a bit of a poor trend situation, because you don't know whether it's going to go up or down. It's tending to go, the trend is tending to go down, but that's not sure sign of going up yet. And there's a tremendous uneven movement here, and it's a weak downtrend, and I've actually added this, what they call the trend channels. It sort of highlights the trend directions, if you will. So you can actually manipulate it actually to suit your preference. Normally I trade on the M1, M5 and M15, but you can adjust this to your liking, so you can see what the trend is like in those frames. Presently it's at M15, and obviously on this side I always leave it on the M1, okay? But here on this side you can obviously adjust whatever you want to look at. And with the M15 it shows that there's a slight trend, and there's an uptrend here, and there's an uptrend here, okay? But so if you want to check to see whether in the long run it's a long trend, or it's going to be an uptrend, or it's going to be a downtrend, in the long run. So let's go and have a quick look before I actually start the next video or add the next video. Let's have a look at this. I want at the time frame. There we are, time frame. Let's have a look at, for instance, let's have a look at the 1 hour time frame. Normally we sort of work within the 1 minute time frame and the 1 hour. Let's see what that looks like. Right, and then we need to zoom out a bit because it's squashed the thing to the right, to the left rather. Oops, I've gone the wrong way. Right, so that's better. Or maybe if I zoom out a bit, you might get a better view. Zoom out. There we are. As you can see in the hour time frame, let me just see if I can increase it a bit more. There we are. No, that is the best picture on here. So as you can see in the 1 hour time frame, it is an uptrend movement, and here it shows it's an uptrend, and obviously here it's an uptrend as well. And if you just move to another time frame, let's look to another time frame. Let's call it the 30 minutes one, okay? And 30 minutes one is like in agreement with the hour time frame. Now I very rarely actually look at the 4 hours one, so let's have a look at the 4 hour time frame. But like I said, this gives you the opportunity to look at what the shape of the chart looks like. So let's have a look at the 4 hour time frame. Oh, we squashed up, so I forget whether we need to go out. I think we need to go out. Let's have a look. Let's zoom out. No, it's the other way. over here. No, it's just a little bit large actually. As I thought I might be able to reduce it. Sometime, you know, it's because it's squashed up in this box, if you like. So it sort of makes it a bit more difficult to look at. But it clearly actually shows you the downtrend, which is the blue, and then the uptrend. So there's an uptrend. There's a slight uptrend here, as you can see. But so obviously it doesn't show it very well on the 4-hour time frame. Let's go back to the 1-hour time frame. So you got to sort of, you know, just manipulate it to get the idea of what it looks like for you, whether it's, you know, the 1-hour time frame looks better or the 4-hour time frame. But I normally work, like I said, within 1 hour, 5 minutes. Sorry, 1 minute, 5 minutes, and the 15 minutes. But you can have a look at it in the long run as well. You know, like I said, let's have a look at 1 hour. Let's zoom out. There we are. As you can see, that there's an increase in the trend, which, you know, it's in agreement with that. Like I say, I don't know whether zoom further out actually it will show it a bit better. There we are. Why didn't it do that before? Oh well, you just got to you know, do a little experiment. It won't harm it. So if you want to know whether these charts are in agreement with the norm, if you like, of the trend, then obviously you just mess about with this time frame. Okay, so there we are. So there's the long run or long term, if you would like to use that word. The long term trend is going to be an uptrend, which is in agreement with that. But like I said, we work within the 1 minute, 5 minute, and 15 minute time frame, because that's where we are scalping to take our profit. So let's go back to the 15 minute time frame and have a look at that. 15 minute time frame. There we are. Now the 15 minute time frame is showing that there's a downtrend. Okay, which is you know, is this bit here, because at 15 minutes it's a short term. You know, the short term trend that is going to go down, which is this one here. But the overall signal is actually quite strong. Okay, let's try the 5 minute one, because we already got the 1 minute here. Let's try the 5 minute. 5 minutes time frame. Expert advisor time frame. 5 minute. Right, the time frame showing that there's a trend that's going up, and if you see the blue there, this blue here, you can see that is actually going down, which is this blue here. So there is an uptrend. Okay, so you just got to, you know, have a look at all the time frames and see whether this sort of is telling you, you know, in relation to these signals here. Okay, that's a good guide. Right, and I'm going to attach now to the video that I'm going to produce in the next few days. All right, I thought, well, I didn't intend actually to go into explaining all of this actually, but I thought it's useful anyway. Okay, it's useful. Right. Okay, let's go to it in the next few days. Bye. Yeah, what I really wanted to do in this video is to actually introduce you to the charts and show you how to read the signals, so that you can actually make an educated judgment on when to buy or when to sell. And here, as you can see, the green is popping up, which means that it should be a buy trade that you're thinking of. Like I said before, when it crosses over like this is typically a buy trade. And when you're looking at these signals, obviously you've got to look at it in relation to these charts here as well. As you can see, there's quite a large dominance of downtrends. So this blue, which is the downtrend, which may well actually show itself going up like this, which means that the downtrend is going up. Let me just show you another one. Let me just find the button and pause it. As you can see from this one, which is a continuation of the first one, as you can see, the green is still it's still going up, and the blue, which is the downtrend, is still going downish. And as you can see, the uptrend now is showing more in relations to the down. So there's more of the uptrend showing up, and the strength meter here is showing that it's 90%. And on this one here, the trend bar is basically the same. The yellowish green is popping up, but there are still some reds, which is the downtrend, which are reflecting this situation here. And obviously, I mean, with hindsight, you can obviously, if you've bought the a sell order here, you would have made a bit of money here. And then obviously that's reached its highest, and then it came straight down. And whilst it's going down, the uptrend is going up, but it only went up so far. It didn't go very well, not a great deal. So these are the signals that you've got to learn to read. And let me just see if we can find another example, and I'll conclude this video. Oh, by the way, I'm ending this series of videos now on manual trading, and I've been looking for possibly a robot. I like I said before at the very beginning, I'm not a great fan of robots because I don't really trust them, but I endeavour to try and find a reasonable robot that will help you out and take you away from your desk and staring at the monitor all the time. And I do believe actually I found one. So I'm just going to attach the next clip in a bit just to show you. Right, let me just add another a still photograph of another trend. Let me just pause that. Okay, here's another one, which is the trend signal is an uptrend. This is when I say it's an uptrend. When it's blue, when it goes up, it means it's going down. Okay, and the green, the yellowish green is going down, which means that like I say, the blue is going up, which is a sell trade, and this is bending slightly sort of towards the floor, and this is sort of curling up. But what you really want is this to point to the sky, and obviously this pointing to the sky, if at all possible. If all possible is for this to actually to come down like a pair of scissors, this opening up like a pair of scissors. That will be an ideal sell situation. And as you can see across here, you can see that the red is taking over a bit, but there's still some uptrend dominating the scene. And I've added one or two more indicators actually to it, and I've given you a lot of indicators to think about. And you can't always get them all on, by the way, so you have to pick the best one that suits you really. I mean, I tend to add indicators that I think it's most useful in the situation that I'm in. And any indicators that I've explained and you want them, just let me know. Okay, so let me just find you this is a downtrend. Let me just find you another one, and I'll conclude this video. Hang on, let me just pause it. Oh, have I paused it? No, I'm not sure. Here we are. This is a good one, isn't it? That's a brilliant uptrend. As you can see, it's reflected here in this chart movement, and then the downtrend, the blue is going down like a pair of scissors, like I said. Obviously, you can't predict the future 100%, but you know, with certainty, you know, these indicators do actually give you some certainty over it. Obviously, with hindsight, I mean, if you have placed a bet, when I say a bet, that's what it is actually. But when you place an order for a downtrend or a sell order here, somewhere here, obviously, if you waited long enough, it would have actually reached that peak. But you know, that's with hindsight, and we don't deal with hindsight. We can't look into the future. And so the best you can do is to try your best actually to see where the trend signal is leading. I mean, if there's a downtrend like here, the fact of the matter is that this tendency is going to go down for a certain period of time, and it's going to continue to go down, and then it's going to go back up, and then it's going to go down. But you know, it's the old saying, isn't it? What goes up must come down, and vice versa. What goes down must go up. And so here it's going up. So you've got to try and evaluate these signals to the best of your training. And I mean, like this one here now, you can see it's going to be bending down a bit, and eventually this will be going up, which means that the trend is going down. So as soon as this sort of starts curling up, you know, there's a possibility for you to do a sell order, like here. When it's going down like this, there's a possibility of you placing a buy order, but you only can do a buy order to a certain extent. As long as this trend is going down and this is going up, which means that the currency is going up, but it never actually reached a level that you would anticipate. So here you need to, at this point here, you need to be at this point, close the order down, because it's not going to reach it, and it's going to come back down this way. And the blue actually continues, the downtrend is continuing to go down. I know it's showing up here like it's a bit confusing actually, even when I'm describing it. When it's going up, it's actually going down. Right, okay then, I'm going to add the next video, which is a test on a free robot, which I found really impressed me actually, and I hope that it will impress you too, and I hope that I will be able to check it all out for you and then introduce you to it. But for this series of videos from 1 to 11 now, I've concluded the manual operation side of it. The technique that I use actually to place buy orders manually, and I hope that if you go through the videos, you'll be able to learn how I do this, and perhaps if you could copy it and maybe modify it to suit your own preference. You know, there's no harm in taking someone's idea and then improving it and modifying it to suit yourself. So okay, I'm going to add the next video, but like I said, I'm going to conclude this series of video, and actually I've shown you, I think, on more than 2 or 3 occasions that I've made profit from it, from this demonstration, even starting from video 1, by the way. I've shown you that I made money out of this. I know it's only Mickey Mouse money, and I've tested it on my life account with a small amount of money, and it has shown that it works. And so far, if you refer back to the beginning of the video, I've made $141.10. So I'm not going to continue to prove that this does work, but it's a time-consuming exercise, and if you want to take it seriously, you need to be at your monitor all the time whilst you're trading. And this is why I've in the past looked for expert advisors or robots trying to help me out, and obviously if it helps me out, I'm going to introduce you to it. But as I said at the very beginning of this series of videos, I'm not a great fan of robots, but one particular robot, expert advisor, has really impressed me, and I'm going to attach this to this end of this clip. Okay, so I hope that you have watched it so far. I know it's boring talking about charts and stuff, and I hope that you put up with me on this video. Okay, I'm going to add it now. Like I said, I endeavour to try to find an expert advisor that will take the burden of manual work, and I believe I have found one that is quite useful, and I'm testing this out, and I will actually be introducing you to it if it's successful. But so far so good. Let me just zoom in. And as you can see, I've already made a profit of $110 today. Can I show you the date? Well, it's the date says at the bottom here, isn't it? There we go, 24th, Monday. And I'm testing this out, and it's quite successful. To my surprise, I found this particular EA. I do actually constantly test EAs that that will take the burden of having to manually observe your screen, day in and day out. I'm sure that you don't want to be doing that, and I don't want to be doing it. So if I find a good expert advisor that can do the job, then I will introduce you to it. But I hope that all the other indicators that I've introduced you to are useful to you, and that you're actually practicing how to read them and how to install it as well. And you might say, why do I need so many indicators? Well, I think basically what I can, answer to that is, why does an aircraft or a ship need so many monitors? That's what it is. Different monitors use a different type of strategy, to find your enemy. One monitor, a radar monitor, might detect an enemy plane or an enemy ship quicker than the other. So you have about 2 or 3, maybe half a dozen of men or women working on the on the radars, and this is what basically these indicators are. They're radars, the signals for you to have a look at and judge. And obviously it still need a human being to make the judgment, and that's why it's including this one. You still need a human being to do a judgment on it. You cannot leave this 100%, and that is why I still got this essential indicators here. This one here, this one I've not introduced you to yet. This one here, and this other one, this one here. This one here, I've not introduced you to that one yet. But like I said, as soon as I get this to work properly, I will let you have details of it. And I'm testing it on another currency. As you can see, I'm actually on this currency now, the British pound and the US dollar on the M15 time frame. But let me just switch over. No, I've got that one. Give me a second. Right, this is what I wanted to pick up. The Euro and the USD. Okay, that's on a 15-minute time frame. Sorry about that. And as you can see, I've started it today as well. And so far, I've not made any money on that one. Right, today's profit is 0. So I'm still testing it out. And as you can see, that the a suggestion here on this chart is that there's an uptrend, but there's mostly a downtrend. And the buy situation is a 56% uptrend. So it's only 42 against 58, nearly, you know, like 40 against 60. And the projected trend is here, it's going up. And here, as you can see, this one here is going up, but it's minus 35 cents. Now this is on a setting, quite a low setting, a lot size of 0.1. The lot size is automated, by the way, and it depends on the margin. I think it works out based on the margin, the margin you have, not the free margin, that's strangely, but it seems to work on the margin size. This is what I think anyway. Yeah, so I'm still testing this out, so I thought I'll just add this end clip to let you know that I'm still trying to work out a system that you can use, you know, without having to spend a lot of time on your monitor. But the previous system that I've introduced you to does work, and you can see that the profit that has been made from it. And I've concluded the tutorial on that, and I will not be continuing with it anymore, because I've proved to you that it does work. And if you refer back to the beginning of this video, you'll find that the screen capture will show you that I've made profits, you know, over 100, I think it's over 170, was it, without me going back again to look at it. Okay, so I'm going to conclude this video now, and I will be introducing you to this one or another expert advisor that's based on the moving average. Right. This one obviously is based on trend, and I find it so far, after testing it now for 2 weeks now, I find that it's very useful. But on this one here, after some settings, this is not working very well, this one. But on the other one, let me just see if I can find the right button. On this one, like I said, it's made $110 today. And oh look, I'm in profit already. $4.32. Okay, so this one is working. Like I said, when you're testing Expert Advisor out, you need to test it on different not just different time frames, but also different currency pairs as well. As you can see, the profit tends to drop because obviously it fluctuates because of the market price. And look at that, now it's gone down to $2, $3. I'll tell you what, I'll just claim that, shall I? I'll not let the automation do it. I'll claim that. Oh, it's gone down to $2.52. I'll claim it anyway. So I just made $2.52 whilst I'm talking to you. Right, what other thing do I need to ask before I conclude this video? Well, like I said, I reiterate that I don't like expert advisors actually, but having said that, you know, I've got to I must stress that I am really impressed with this one. As you can see now, it's gone up to $113 that I made today. I'm really impressed with this one, and let's see what's it decided to do now. It should actually do an order shortly. Let me just close that down out of the way. Mind you, I'll leave it there so I don't have to find it. It'll take a bit of time actually to find, you know, to decide whether to a buy order or a sell order. As you can see, it's a little bit tricky, isn't it? You got down. You've got a few downs and you've got a few ups, but the general trend is that it's going up. that one there, and also this one. You already got some of these indicators, so there's no need for, obviously here, this one as well, so there's no need for me to actually reiterate you know, where you can get these indicators from, because earlier videos that I've showed you will tell you where to get them from. Okay, like I said, this will actually do an order in a minute. Let me just pause it and come back to it then before I conclude this video. Right, I'm back. It just decided to do let's have a look, a buy order, which is, I suppose it is okay, but look at this, there's too many downs rather than ups, and as you can see, I am moved from this position 11301. That was the last entry. But as you can see from here, the trend is still up, so that is why it decided to do a buy order. But as you can see here, there is a bit of a strong trend, a downtrend, and the buy trend is slightly down. But on this indicator here, there's a downtrend, and an uptrend. So it's almost even Stevens, isn't it? But I can't get all the indicators on this, by the way, because it's automated. You don't need a lot of indicators anyway. As you can see, the profit is minus $6, $7 now, and this one here is still showing that it's an uptrend. It's been a downtrend for a while, as you can see, and now it's decided to go up. So I could pause this and come back to it and let you know what happens with this particular trade, but that wasn't my intention actually. Just to show you that I've got this new expert advisor, which I think is pretty good. Like I say, I'm not a great fan of expert advisors or robots, as you know, as it is called. I'm not really a great fan of them, but this one really impressed me. I've tested quite a few out actually over the years, and this one really is impressive. Now don't forget, I'm only using free softwares. They're all free softwares, okay? I don't pay for any. I mean, obviously if you've got the money to spend $2,000 or $3,000, you know, you go ahead. But I'm not as affluent as you guys out there, so you know, my budgets are quite low, and you might have a vast amount of money. You might be even a lotto winner, I don't know, but I tend to use the free stuff anyway, because of a skinflint. No. To be quite honest, you know, why do you want to pay, you know, large amounts of money when you can actually, you know, do these things for free? And it should be free. The internet should be free. That's how it was originally. The concept, you know, whoever thought about the internet, well, that's what it was. It's supposed to be free. And sticking to that notion, I am adhering to it. Okay, it's gone down to now $5. Like I said, when you start to trade, it will always be a minus. Okay, you're always at the losing end of it because of the spread. This is quite a high spread, by the way. And if you remember on the previous videos, I mentioned that I didn't like to use another broker because the spread was too high. Well, actually, it's this one here actually. This one here was quite high, and what I didn't like about it also was that to cancel the trade, I had to press another button, and that slowed things down. When things are slow, it means that you're going to lose money. you know, you need an instant reaction when you click a closing down order. This one here is not doing too well at 60%. Mind you, it's minus 40 cents. But having said that, it's don't forget the margin here. So the lot size is only 0.01. So yeah, nothing's changed there. Minus 29. All right, look, I'm going to keep this running, and it wasn't my intention actually to show you this as you know, to show you this as how it's going to perform. But let me just go back here to this one, and let's see what the result on that. Still nearly $6. Buy trend is still pretty low. Yeah, there's lots of downs. Looks like it's going to be a downtrend, I think. But the indicators are showing that it's going up. So this is what I said earlier. You know, you might ask the question, why do you need so many indicators? So I ask you the same question: why does an aircraft or a ship need so many, or a submarine need so many guys or women sat down monitoring several monitors? Because they're checking on signals, aren't they? That's what you do. I mean, if you can have 3 or 4 monitors and employ, well, not just employ, but get your mother-in-law, your sister and your brother to monitor each monitor and tell you what's happening, it'll be very, very handy. But unfortunately, you're a one-man band, aren't you? Right? You're just a one-man band, just like me, and you've got to check all the monitors yourself and make the decisions yourself. So, and that's the name of the game, really, isn't it? Okay. All right. Look, I'll come back to this and see what the result is before I can introduce you to this software. Obviously, I need to make sure that it's running adequately and successfully. Even though here, I've made $113 today, profit today. It doesn't mean that, what's the old saying? One cuckoo don't make a summer. Okay. So okay, let me just find that button. I'll pause it and come back to it and see what the result is. I think it's down here. It's often back at the system tray. No, it's not. It's here. That one there. Yep. Right, I'm back onto this second test. As you can see, I forgot to mention that I've only done one trade on this one, and I thought I'd test it on a different currency. That's all. And this is my first trade, 1 out of 30. It'll do 30 trades. You can actually set that in the actual setup itself. So this is my first trade, and I'm actually approaching profit now. As you can see, it's minus 10, minus 9. As soon as it comes into profit, I'll close this down, because it's actually I did not actually intend it as a demonstration. I was just going to introduce you to this EA in a short way, so that I will be able to pass this knowledge on to you at a later date. What's happening with the other one? The other one, I've done 28 trades already, right, out of 30, and like I said, it made $113 for the day. And this is already in profit. Look at that, 72 cents. So I'll claim that anyway. I'll claim that and close it down. Oh, look at that, $4. I'm definitely going to claim that. $4. There you go. Now that's what's so good about this one, whereas the other one I've got to close it down twice, so to speak. Right, I'm just going to pause it now up here. Auto trade, just stop it from auto trading, and as you can see it's $117 now. So I'll go into in a bit more depth at a later stage, because I'm still testing this out, and so far this has been quite impressive actually. Right, let's have a look, see what's happening to the one. Oh, I'm in profit on this one as well. No, I'm not. I was in profit. But to close this down, right, I've got to close it here, and then a pop-up comes up here, like, I mean, I suppose I could leave it on like all the time, but that is only if you want to close it manually, by the way. The system should actually close it down for you automatically when it reaches your profit level, which you can set in the system, but in the setup system anyway. But like I said, I don't like setting a stop loss, like I said, and I think, to be quite fair, I think you need to actually manage it yourself. Right, I'm not making any profit now, so it's going to go into profit. And as soon as that comes into profit, I'm going to close it down, because I did not intend this as a demonstration, but as you can see, it's doing all right, hasn't it? Even both of them. I mean, shall I leave that to run for a few? But don't forget, this is only what you call it now, 0.01 of a lot size. So even 5 cents is quite a good profit to make. Right, I'm going to close it down. Okay, and as you can see, today's profit is 5 cents. Right, okay, I'm just going to conclude this video now. Like I said, I did not intend this as a demonstration, and I thought I'll just show you that I'm still endeavouring to find a expert advisor or a software that will take you away from the monitor, so you can have a break and not constantly staring at the screen. I mean, the concept of this is also the same. That's what it says here. You know what I mean? Don't waste your life in charts, okay? But unfortunately, you still got to look at charts. It don't matter what you do if you're doing Forex trading. And charts are very important. You know, just like I said about the radar people that checks for enemy planes and enemy ships. You know, the captain relies on several people monitoring the signals, and you got several signals indicators to tell you what's what. And I placed the most important one actually on here. Not that the others are not important. Like I said, I've done it actually in the others in two split screens, so to speak, two panes on the same screen. But I thought I'll just put the most important one here, and I still yet to introduce you to this one here, this indicator, and then this one here. So okay, that's all I have for today. And so have a nice day, and I'll see you soon.